It's a new year, a new season, and we are underway.
Really dominating fashion here today is going to win.
2, 3, and 4 for the final time.
Win number 1 on the season, only just barely.
He is going to win here at the Nazareth Speedway.
Wins the Emerson Electric 100K.
Gonna be Igor Barretto's gonna eke it out.
Cup Series champion is Shane Lake in the number 15.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Fountain, Colorado plays host to race 28 of 30 here in season number 2 of the Scots National Series. Today we arrive at the Pikes Peak International Raceway for this, the Western Union 200. 42 going to take on this mile racetrack for 40 laps, and we might have an interesting race in store here. We'll just have to see. Coming into this race, Josephine O'Neill leads the point standings, 27 points ahead of Dale Lightning, 50 ahead of Joshua Harrison, 54 ahead of Carter Joey, 55 ahead of Quentin Moore, 76 ahead of Alex Watts, 83 ahead of Juan Rodriguez, 85 ahead of Matt Tuck, and 94 ahead of both John Andrews and Louis Zankala. We're ready to get this race started. Let's go down trackside. We'll get you a starting lineup so we can get this show on the road. And the engines fire here at Pikes Peak. 42 going to roll off from the pit road. It is Jackson Harrison on the pole position, starting alongside Quentin Moore in the 88. In row number 2, we find Justin Zeidel alongside Ethan Farley. In row number 3, we find the 2 Haas-sponsored cars, Winnie Calhoun and Louis Zankala. 5 wins between those drivers. In row number 4, we find Braden Perez in the 50, starting alongside Nick Martins in the 22. Rounding out the top 10, it is Keith Kent in the 83, now the lone Trinity River Racing car without a win this season. He's starting alongside the 13 of Vic Merlin. We are ready to get this one started here in Fountain, Colorado. Pace car getting ready to make the hard left turn. There it goes. We're going to go green flag racing here at the foot of Pikes Peak. Green flag getting ready to come out in the air. The Western Union 200 gets the green flag. Let's get this show on the road here in Colorado. While Jackson Harrison stretches away to lead lap number 1 of the Western Union 200, Justin Zeidel files into second. Winnie Calhoun and Quentin Moore side by side for third. Louis Zankala in the middle of a 3 wide there. Keith Kent and Ethan Farley in that little battle there. Kent's going to stretch away from those two by the looks of things, and he'll move in behind the 50 of Braden Perez. But up front, Jackson Harrison's going to lead another lap, as one car already down onto the pit road on lap number 3. And it's the 97 of Casey Dean down on the pit road. Don't exactly know what happened there, but anyway. Oh, out of the race even, looks like. Or no, coming off the pit road there. Dale Lightning also slow on the racetrack. Second place pointsman is in trouble here early on at Pikes Peak. Boy, that's going to be music to Josephine O'Neill's ears. Not having a good start to the race already. But Dale Lightning having trouble here early on. That'll make it a little more, I don't know, I guess that'll give O'Neill a little more relief, I guess, because Lightning won't be eating away at her points lead. Joshua Harrison in the 9 on track in the 18th position, though. He'll be eating away at it a bit. Carter Joey will. Quentin Moore definitely will. Moore is coming into this race 55 behind Josephine O'Neill. And he's in need of a desperate rally. Caution's out. Over in turn 3 and 4. Looks like we had a few cars. DJ Reed, the front and rear, demolished on that car. And it looks like we had a big stack up over in turn 3 and 4. And we're going to see some cars come to the pit road. Wilmington, Zankala and Wilmington get tangled up there. I guess Wilmington was going to stay out on the racetrack. But we're seeing about split 50-50 between who's coming down the pit road and who is not. Zidell will lead the brigade. Wilmington will get back up here and reclaim his position. Bet he's glad that's under caution, but even with that, he's not going to be happy at all. But Zankala is going to come down to his stall. Justin Zidell there just in front of him. Zidell's going to come off the pit road first, looks like. Then it'll be Zankala, Rose. Martin's ahead of Yodel. But field is going to be in the hands of Jackson Harrison here coming to the restart. Real quick though, let's go back and take a look at what happened in turn 3 and 4 to bring out caution number 1 in the Western Union 200 here at Pikes Peak. So let's watch from overhead here as DJ Reed down into William Brock, up into Lopez and Toll, and into the wall. They will go on the outside. And goodness gracious, that's a hard hit to the outside wall for all 4 of those cars. No banking here to slow the spin. They just go careening right into the wall. So watching here at full speed again, Reed's going to turn down into Brock, up into Lopez and Tall, right there into the wall. They will go pretty solidly, but definitely the one who got the worst of it, DJ Reed. But nonetheless, that's 4 cars there who could have had a good shot to win this race that are going to be going to have a lot harder time now. But the track is clear. We're good to go. So let's head to the restart here at Pikes Peak. Got the one to go that last time by here at Pikes Peak. Working the first caution of the race here in the Western Union 200. The only car I saw with damage was DJ Reed, but we might have had a few more involved in this one. But the field is in the hands of Jackson Harrison, Quentin Moore, Winnie Calhoun, Keith Kent, and Braden Perez, the top 5. Then it's Brennan Wilmington, Juan Rodriguez, Mike Cook, Ethan Farley, Carter Joey, the top 10. Green flag is back in the air, 31 laps to go. Kent taking a look to the inside of Calhoun, immediately headed off into turn 1. Quentin Moore trying to get on the inside of the 12 of Jackson Harrison. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Pressed against the back side of the 12 is the 88 of Moore. Trying to wiggle him up a bit, see if he can loosen him up. Out of turn number 4 they come. Jackson Harrison leads another lap. Moore not going to make a move just yet. He's going to wait a little more, if you will. Keith Kent to the inside of Winnie Calhoun. Still side by side as they head off into turn number 3. And Braden Perez going to get to the inside of Calhoun now as Kent gets by. And caution's out again. A very short green flag run, and we got a few more. Now, Madison Tull's damaged, Dale Lightning, and I believe I saw Alex Kelly on the pit road as well, yes. Not exactly sure where that happened at, but a big stack up back there. Everybody trying to get narrowed down. But everybody else going to come down the pit road. Don't worry, folks. This racetrack is not going to be on the Trinity River Cup schedule next year. Let's just do the race and get it done with. But here's the rest of the field coming down onto the pit road for maybe Maybe the first time for some, the second time for others. Seidel stays out though, Yodel stays out. So they will move to the race lead. Landon Smith Jr. stays out, Riley Snare, Josephine O'Neill gonna leapfrog the field, as will Casey Dean, Madison Toll. Dale Lightning first off of the pit road. Quentin Moore second off. Casey Dean only now going to come down the pit road in the 97 car. Looks like Nick Martin's due to the jam up on the back straightaway. He's fallen out of the race. It's okay, I'm pretty sure he's a bot anyways. Zachary Fitzwater's done. Jordan Lopez, Vic Merlin going to come out with no hoods, as will DJ Reed. Alex Kelly still on the pit road. I'm pretty sure he's a bot too. But we are ready to go racing once again here at Pikes Peak to just get this race over with. But the field is in the hands of Justin Seidel. Real quick, we got to go back and take a look at what happened and bring out caution number 2 here at Pikes Peak. So watching from overhead, as it looks like something happens to Alex Kelly. He doesn't get going on the corner exit, and behind, there's Toll, rams into him. Dale Lightning nowhere to go, up into the wall, hard goes the 77, sends the 76 spinning like a top, and well, that looks like it's going to be the race for him. Watching again from overhead, as he does not get going off of the corner exit, gets hit by the 99 into the 77, into the wall goes the 76 of Alex Kelly, and that is what brought out the caution here at Pikes Peak. But the track is clear, we're good to go, so let's head to the restart here in Fountain, Colorado. Got the 1 to go this last time by here at Pikes Peak. Seidel leads, Brendan Yodel, Landon Smith Jr., Riley Snare. It's like one angling down to the pit road deeper in the field. Timothy Rue is going to come down to the pits on the restart, as will Alex Kelly come back down the pit road. But it's Seidel, Yodel, Smith Jr., Snare, O'Neill, and then Toll, Moore, Kent, Calhoun, and Cook. Green flag is back in the air. 25 laps to go. Seidel, a good restart there in the 90. Down the backstretch into 3. Toll's going to come down the pit road in the 99. Side by side for second, though, is Landon Smith Jr. and Brandon Yodel going at it. Yodel, the winner a week ago at Darlington. Out of 2 and down the back straightaway they go again. Seidel pulling away 4 wide down the back straightaway. Gracious. But they will narrow it down back to double file and even triple file at some points, but it's a lot better than being quadruple file. But Seidel still leads here as Landon Smith Jr. and Yodel are still deadlocked in a battle. Riley Snare getting up in the middle of that now in the 92. 3 wide, Eric Olson in the 78, who is a lap down, I believe. No, 14th. On the track, despite the front end damage on the lead lap in the 14th position. Impressive. But 3 wide for the 3rd position as Calhoun's going to take a dive on both Riley Snare and Brandon Yodel for that position, and is going to get a 2-for-1 special on the inside, as will Farley get a 2-for-1 special. Up ahead, Landon Smith Jr. trying to close in on Justin Seidel here at Pikes Peak. We had a couple of early yellows here if you're just tuning in, but now we have a frantic battle for second on back, and maybe even the lead of Seidel. Oh my goodness, Calhoun got to the inside of Smith and just moved him up the racetrack, saying, see you later. Now it's going to get to the inside of Zidell as we hit halfway. Let's crank it up here at Pikes Peak. Calhoun leads the way here at the Pikes Peak International Raceway by just a little over 3/4 of a second ahead of Jackson Harrison. Thought I saw something going on deeper in the field there. Looked like they may have been 3 or 4 wide, but they got it calmed back down, and we don't see any incidents right now. Now it's down to a half second as Harrison continuing to try to close in on Calhoun. Farley and Moore right on top of each other, and Perez and Rodriguez on the exit of turn 2 got side by side, and Rodriguez, however, is going to stretch ahead of the 50 of Perez. Coming about for 16 laps to go as they're closing in on Madison Toll, the 99. Slow car, that's going to affect Calhoun's progress. That could allow Harrison to close in. But off the exit of turn 2 they come. Here goes Calhoun down low on Toll. Toll's going to... Wow. That is going to allow Harrison to close in. Toll is not letting the 20 get by real easy. She's doing her best Ryan Newman impression right there. But Calhoun will get by. Harrison's right there in the 12 as soon as he gets to corner exit. Gotta believe he's going to get to the inside. Yes, he will. Oh, but Toll's again not going to make it easy for him either. Coming around for 14 laps to go. And we may or may not need to see another pit cycle. We'll see how the rest of this race goes. Calhoun is first, Harrison second, Farley third, Moore, Rodriguez fourth and fifth. And wide will go the 99 of Madison Toll out of the lead lap car's way. Gap to the lead down to 0.35. Moore to the inside of Farley for third. And it looks like he's going to take that spot away from the 0. Unless Farley comes back on the outside. Moore's coming back down low, though, on the corner entry of turn 3. And he will take that spot away from Ethan Farley. Average race speed a little over 100 miles per hour. We've had 2 caution flags again, but we've been green flag racing now for about 13, 14 laps since the last restart. And we're waiting to see if we need to have one more pit cycle before we can make it to the end. "11 laps remain here in the Western Union 200. Harrison was closing in on Calhoun for a little bit there, but slipped back a little bit that lap. Coming around for 10 laps to go this time by. Riding the bottom line. As I believe I saw... Did I see somebody come down to the pit road behind? No. No, I did not. I thought I did. My eyes deceive me. But 0.39 now the gap from first to second is behind Anderson. trying to make work of Mike Cook there in the 29. That's back for 8th position. As up front for the race lead, here comes Jackson Harrison on the back bumper of Winnie Calhoun, trying to wiggle her up a little bit. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. The bumpers are definitely going to come into play here. That is if Harrison can get back as close as he was the last time through. He slipped a little that lap, so now he'll have to regroup. 8 laps to go. Here he comes again. On the bottom line, headed out of turn 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Lap traffic is in front. It's Dale Lightning to 77. Will he play a factor? Seven laps remaining. And again, we may yet see one more pit cycle in this race. We've seen 1.5 already. Under the first caution, some cars came down, most did not. Under the second caution, most came down, some did not. So we'll just have to see how it goes for the final few laps of this, as Calhoun has caught Dale Lightning. Not able to get by him right away, so Harrison will close in with Quentin Moore in the 88 right there. Down the back stretch and into turn 3, the top 3 on top of each other. You could throw a blanket over them. Harrison taking a look up top on Calhoun. Better get to the inside quick. Calhoun's on the defensive line. Harrison can't get down there. Now 4.5 laps to go. Here he comes down low at a turn number 2. Quentin Moore taking a dive on Harrison now. And on the inside, he's going to take second away, at least at the moment. 4 laps to go. Harrison still trying to work that high side. But now Moore's going to go after Calhoun, who's going to come down the pit road. Moore will go down the pit road. I thought that was going to happen. Late in this race, we're going to see one more pit cycle. But will everybody have to come down, or will it just be some of everybody? Will somebody be able to make it to the end? Joshua Harrison's up front leading this thing. Juan Rodriguez second. Braden Perez, Ethan Farley side by side for third. And Farley's going to stay out on the racetrack. Tull will stay out on the racetrack, but she's a lap down. Casey Dean stays out. Daniel Bouchard is a lap down. No, he's not. He's not a lap down. So Ethan Farley leads the way right now. See if he comes down this time by, though. Yes, he will. What about Daniel Bouchard? This is going to be awful dangerous here with cars coming in and cars coming out. Coming around for, this will be the white flag, looks like. Is Daniel Bouchard going to be leading this thing? Is Ethan Farley, looks like he's taken the white flag from pit road. So I have officially have no idea who's winning this thing. There's Jackson Harrison. And he's going to take the lead here with Farley on the pit road. There's Farley. There's Harrison. So Harrison's going to come around and win this thing. Jackson Harrison, despite the late race pit cycle, will round turn 3 and 4. And EL Racing is going to victory lane for the second time this season. Jackson Harrison wins the Western Union 200 at Pikes Peak. And that caps it off here in Colorado. We move on next weekend to South Boston, Virginia at the South Boston Speedway, and then on to Homestead where we will crown a champion. Jackson Harrison. What a statement here. 13th place points man. 106 points back. If he could catch into the points here, boy, he's going to be a threat. Better believe it. Let's take a look at the rest of your finishing race results here. Jackson Harrison wins ahead of Quentin Moore, Ethan Farley, Winnie Calhoun, Braden Perez, Juan Rodriguez, Mike Cook, Max Anderson, Eric Olson, and Keith Kent round out the top 10. We'll scroll through the rest of your standings here. 5 cars finishing off the lead lap pace. Casey Dean 1 lap down, Madison Toll 1 lap down, Dale Lightning 2 laps down, and Alex Kelly and Brendan Yodel 3 laps down. Nick Martins and Zachary Fitzwater the only cars not able to finish this race, period. But that's going to cap it off here at Pikes Peak. Not the best of races, I know, but we got a couple of good tracks ahead, and Pikes Peak, it's not the best track in the world, but congratulations anyway to Jackson Harrison. You are a Scots National Series winner, finally. Take a look at your driver's point standings, your owner's point standings, and we'll wrap it up here at Pikes Peak. See you next weekend at South Boston. Until then, y'all take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Welcome to the NOFSRL.